All right, Joe here. Welcome back to We Need to Talk. This episode of We Need to Talk is brought to you by our friends at Now TV. You can get your Sky Sports mobile month pass for just £5.99 by clicking the link in the description below. Anyway, as you already know, this is the show that looks at football on the internet over the past 7 days. 7 days that has seen one Manchester United fan celebrate a little bit too much with his mate. Mario Balotelli invent a new celebration. And the undisputed greatest ever half-time fan-off. But this week we need to talk about Mansur Çalhar. This story comes from Ankara in Turkey, and yes, we are heading all the way down to the Turkish third tier. I never thought I'd get there either. The reason we're in the third tier is Mansur Çalhar, who plays for Ahmed SFK. Now, what are we doing covering stories like this on Football Daily, I hear you asking? Well, bear with me, because this is it's actually mental. That's because this week, Çalhar has been banned from football for life by the Turkish Football Federation and the Professional Football Disciplinary Board. He's also allegedly, from some of the articles I've read, been arrested and released on bail for his actions in a game this week. Now, the incident occurred against local rivals, bear with me here, Sakaryaspor, something like that, in a match that ended 1-1. But we don't care about the game. What we care about is Çalhar, who snuck a razor, seriously, a razor onto the pitch. I don't know why I'm laughing at this, it's just not funny, and proceeded to slice the opposition players before and during the 90 minutes. After the game, one of the Sakaryaspor players, Ferit Eriski, took to Instagram to reveal some of the injuries him and his teammates sustained, and they are brutal. They're proper slashes. What this guy was thinking beggars belief. It's no wonder he has been banned from all football activities, and quite frankly, if he doesn't go down, there's no justice. Imagine if you were just in an office environment, went in one morning and just went, yeah, I'm just going to slash the boss up. Yeah, slash a few colleagues up. This isn't the first time that violence has flared between the two sides though. Ahmed SFK, whose fan base is largely Kurdish, frequently face hostility in away games, especially in regions where Turkish nationalist sentiments run high, and that's what happened on the weekend. Now, clashes are a regular occurrence between them and Sakaryaspor. This fixture, it makes El Clasico and the Old Firm look pretty tame. Could you imagine Scott Brown wandering onto the pitch with a hidden razor blade? It wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, Ahmed and Çalhar have issued a statement claiming that the accusations are completely false and that he never took a blade onto the pitch. All I'm saying is the video footage looks pretty damning, as do the injuries afterwards. He's been banned for life at this stage. He might well appeal it, but he is also out on bail pending charges. So I think this could well be the craziest footballing story of the week, potentially of 2019 so far. Who the f does this? Right, let's go to the good, the bad and the ugly. And the good comes from my old pal, Wu Lei. You may well remember me doing a story on him on a We Need to Talk 3 weeks ago, something like that, saying this could be the biggest transfer of the January window after his opening match for Espanyol got 40 million viewers in China. Ridiculous numbers. Well, it gets even better for big Wu Lei, because he only went and scored his first La Liga goal for his new side on the weekend, becoming, I believe, the first Chinese player ever to score in La Liga. The scenes in China are absolutely mental, and he just proved what a lovely guy he is by taking his shirt off after the game and giving it to a young fan. I love you, Wu Lei. You know, I might well get an Espanyol shirt with Wu Lei on the back. What a bloody hero. From good to bad, let's touch on Neymar, who threw all £220 million worth of his toys out of the pram after Manchester United dumped his PSG side out of the Champions League on Wednesday. I mean, him pitch side, it was a meme waiting to happen, wasn't it? Fantastic. He had even more of a head loss when he went on Instagram after the game saying it's a disgrace, go f yourself to the referees. He's now facing a 3-game European ban. Really good work, Neymar. You know, if only you weren't off seeing your sister's birthday parties and taking part in these fixtures, they might have gone through. Let's go to the ugly now, and this one has absolutely no place in football. It involves Brendan Rodgers, who of course joined Leicester City from Celtic last week. And I think it's fair to say Celtic fans were fuming about the move. But what happened this week is nothing short of a disgrace. Brendan Rodgers has of course moved down to the Midlands to take charge of Leicester, but his family, his wife and his daughter are still up in Glasgow. And this week, they were unfortunately terrorised in their own home as masked men broke in and attempted to rob them. It happened, I believe, Wednesday at 1 AM, something like that. They managed to barricade themselves in the bathroom, luckily, but the robbers still got away with tens of thousands of pounds worth of jewellery and electronic items, as well as a box of all of Brendan Rodgers' medals and pretty much priceless memorabilia from his time as a manager. Whoever these people were, they definitely weren't real football fans. Just not really worth talking about much more than that, but just grow up, mate. Right, it's that time of the week. It's FD Ultras. Douglas Critchley is back in the building because last week, #Baldies Unite kicked into gear.
It went viral.
It did. We asked you guys at home to send players that have had hair transplants that Doogie can review because he's considering one. You know, follically challenged. I'm nothing to talk. I'm definitely fitting in these sort of areas, and I'm also ginger.
Oh, don't try and get on the sympathy train. You're fine. I've got 5-6 years max, unfortunately.
So we're going to kick it off with a slightly unknown shout. David Beckham.
Yeah,
Do you
time.
think he's had one? Talk me through the process.
100%. I mean, we can see a lot of thinning on the left-hand side, especially around the top here. It's obviously in the pool, so that does, as a man that's experienced this, it does thin out your hair a lot in the pool. I hate it in the pool at times. But you can see on the right-hand side, there's great coverage all over, and it's really nice and thick on the top. I mean, it does help when you've got a face like his, but great transplant. I'd give that a 10.
You give that a 10 out of 10?
100%.
You're kicking off the whole hair transplant.
All right,
Baldies Unite
okay, maybe I
review
can't
with
get
a 10.
any higher. I'll go 9.5. A perfect 10 doesn't exist, but Beckham is as close as you can get.
Okay, 9.5 for Bex. We're moving on now to my personal favourite, Andros Townsend. Now talk me through Andros's, because he was fully going.
Yeah, I mean, we can see on the far right-hand side, Andros around 2012, probably his England peak, but not his hair peak. Oh my goodness, those peaks are going back and back and back. And then he went for the shaven head look while they threaded through the hair transplant. And what I've been told is they take hair follicles from the back and side of your head and plant them in and let them grow naturally. And now look at what we've got on the far left. That is unbelievable growth. I'd actually probably curb that slightly, bring it down a few inches.
It is a proper high top, isn't it?
It's a proper throw, and it goes straight into this quite rank beard as well. So Andros, I mean, great results for you, but that's not a look that I think you should stick with. I'd go back to that shaven look, actually. 4 out of 10.
Moving on to a legendary transplant, Antonio Conte.
Wow, he was doing a sort of Bobby Charlton look on the left-hand side. Absolutely rancid, Antonio. I don't know what he was thinking. It's patchy but also long. And the first lesson of a man losing his hair is keep it nice and short. But Antonio was like, no, I'll just part the Red Seas down the middle. And it's absolutely horrible. Great shout, get investing in that, and look at him on the right-hand side. Mature, sophisticated, looks like he looks after himself these days. Yeah, bad temper on him, but great choice of hair transplant. That's an 8.
Oh my God, this could be the best thing we've ever done on Football Daily, man. Oh my God. Moving on. To David Silva. Question marks again. Is this a Ryan Giggs sweepage look?
No.
Or is it in fact a fill-in job?
No, I think this is a fill-in job. Disappointed with this one because David Silva, I thought, had a lovely mop of hair. Yes, he was losing it slightly at the sides, but stay with it, David. See what you can finish off with. But instead, he went completely all off, got the hair transplant, and he played some of the best football of his career as a slaphead. Since the hair has come through, I think his form has dropped off. And it can only be, that hair's just getting in the way these days. And also it made him look really distinctive on the pitch, and he was rocking it. I don't know what he was doing there. I think this is a hair transplant gone wrong. He either should have left it or stayed bald. There's no middle line, David, and yeah, you've betrayed us baldies. So go get really.
As if you just... I've got... Good, David Silver to get a... Right, we're coming towards the end now. What are your thoughts on this one?
Right, so this is, I think, one of the best transplants I've seen. He, like Conte, it was all off down the middle, but he kept it nice and short. But Slaven, I think that was about 2006, 2010 World Cup. Not a good look for any man. Either get that all rid, Slaven, or get the hair transplant. And his, I seem to remember, that it came through patchy. Very patchy. The growth was not consistent. It took at least 6 to 8 months to adapt, but now look at him on the right. That is a man that you would happily take, to meet your grandma. What is he thinking on TV with that lid? It was not good. It was not good. I think that was mid-transplant. But actually, like David Silva, his managerial ability has gone downhill since he's had a full head of hair. You're losing that edge, Slaven. So I'd give that, it's a big improvement looks-wise, but managerial-wise, it's gone downhill. That's a 6 out of 10 for me.
Right, this is the last one, my personal favourite.
Oh my God.
It's Clattenburg.
Oh.
He's had everything done.
Oh my goodness, he's had so much work. He was rocking the Pope look beforehand. Pope Francis of Assisi sort of vibes. And then it was thinning at the sides as well. Clattenburg, I don't blame you for going for this. You've certainly got the cash from Saudi Arabia these days as well. So he just... But then look at that photo, top right. That would put me off for life. Look at that blood-stained splatter all across his head. Rank. But no, it's worked well for him. Go out to Saudi Arabia, earn your big bucks. Sweaty with that amount of hair now, though. But yeah, good move for him. Looks painful. For the goriness, I'm dropping it down 2 marks. That's a 4 out of 10.
This is the best segment we've ever done on Football Daily. I don't care what anyone says.
I do like the idea of FD's people reviewing stuff close to their heart. We should definitely get someone in here next week.
Yeah, well, who should we get in next week to review something?
I think Pato would like a return to the reviewing scene. You've had him on FD Ultras before, I believe.
I have. Pato is back in the building, so we could well get him in to review something. Why don't you guys suggest what Patrick Van Stratum reviews next week? Leave your comments below with the hashtag Pato's Review, and we'll have him in the hot seat next week, and we'll review something of your choice.
Excellent.
So that's it for this week's episode of We Need to Talk. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like, hit subscribe, and as I said at the start, don't forget to get your Now TV Sky Sports mobile month pass for just £5.99 by clicking the link in the description below. The big one on Sunday, Arsenal versus Man United. You can watch it right there. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.